everybody? Welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. We're here today with IFBB Pro Jonathan Delarosa. Now, you guys that know me well know that I actually use Jonathan as an example a lot of times with my clients. And in true Bios3 fashion, we're not going to ask him how he got huge. I mean, he ate. Obviously, he trained and he ate. But John, I'll go ahead and let you tell the story about before you started the nutrition store, which is your new thing, right?
Yep.
Is that full-time now?
That's full-time.
That's full-time. So before that, though, why don't you go ahead and tell them, when you guys say that I can't diet, I can't get my meals in, I don't have time, listen to what this guy used to do.
Well, first and foremost, I've always had a job. So just a background on a little bit of how I was brought up. I was always brought up that you have to work, you got to pay your bills. And so going into bodybuilding, I found myself working in elevators. It's probably the toughest job I've ever had. A lot of construction, a lot of heavy lifting, motor parts, all types of crazy stuff, climbing up shafts, climbing down shafts, crawling through spaces. But all the meanwhile, I brought my food with me. I prepped it every Sunday and every Wednesday. And I just took from what I had made and brought it with me every day. So really, there's no excuses. You should always, prepare your food. And there's an old saying: if you don't prepare, you prepare to fail. So that's really the truth about it. There's really no excuses. Doesn't matter what job you have. It doesn't matter what you're doing throughout the day. If you really want it bad enough, you're gonna do whatever it takes to get there.
And wasn't it long hours too? Wasn't it like ridiculously?
Some of my days were 10, 12 hours long. So
in an elevator shaft of like what, 100 degrees, 110?
Yeah, in the summer it was always about 100 degrees. During the heat waves it was about 120, 125. It was hot.
And you'd have to carry those motors, which were like 100 pounds a piece or more? Or?
The motors would go up to 1,300 pounds. So it would be between like 3 or 4 guys maneuvering these motors upstairs.
And still getting your meals in. And after you do that for the day, going to the gym and training.
Yeah.
So those of you that are like, oh, I had to sit in traffic for an hour, this really sucks. I mean, think about doing 13-hour days lifting those motors in the hot, getting your meals in. Were you doing cardio in the morning too?
I was doing cardio in the morning. So my schedule kind of went like this. I would get up at 4:30 in the morning. I was doing cardio by 5. I would finish up my cardio by 5:30, 5:45, depending on where my prep was or my off season. And then I would jump in the shower, get dressed, be on the bus to the train by 6:15, be downtown by 7, start my work day at 7 in the morning, whatever building I was at, and then work again 10, 12 hours, take the 6 train back up to the Bronx, get off, walk 2-3 blocks, get to the gym, train my ass off, do more cardio, then get in my car and drive home. So that was my day. That was the day,
a daily grind, day in, day out. You can imagine if you guys have dieted for sure to do that on top of it. And on top of that now, were you and Swan together then?
Swan and I got together 4 years ago now.
4 years ago.
So she was at the tail end of my elevator mechanic, yeah.
Now, during that point, were you in a relationship?
Yeah.
So now you got to juggle having a girlfriend on top of doing the training, on top of the job. So, I mean, John, you're a good guy. I've met you a couple times. And like I said, I always use you as people go, I can't. I go, look at this guy. Don't tell me you can't.
Yeah.
Because this guy did it. If he can do it, you can do it. So I appreciate you taking the time. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you. You guys tune in and watch them.
Bios3 and I approve this message. We're out.